Hey guys, what if here and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 2 Career Mode for Race 12 of 36 Season 3. We're in a Cup Series and we're going to load the Coca-Cola 600. Last race was at Kansas and we obliterated the field. Nothing really new there. This is the longest race of the scheduled season, and also this is the only race of the season where we have 3 stages, so that's cute. So here's the settings: legend difficulty 13%, race length 4 times wear, all flags on, 3 race stages, same stuff as always. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to head straight into qualifying, put in a default setup for all this, and we'll see where I start. Now, turn 4, we'll see what this lap time is. I'm assuming around mid-20s and 25th, so right smack dab in the middle of the field. Almost, well, 25th, but yeah, Stenhouse really starting far back. Who got the pole? Okay, Jimmy Johnson.
We're live from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the Coca-Cola 600. Today's event is one of the more unique races on the NASCAR schedule. At 600 miles, drivers and crew alike will face the ultimate test of skill and especially endurance. In 2016, Martin Truex Jr. dominated this race, leading 392 of 400 laps. So he's definitely one of the favorites today. NASCAR racing is coming up next on PRN.
Here are the race spots to begin. Get ready. And green flag's out. And I don't know what in the world that intro was. Did you see like the screen tearing when it had the shot on the tires? Oh my god, that was awful. So we got 12 laps in this first stage, 14 in the field, so we'll make it to the end of stage 1, no problem. Now we just got to see if we can get any sort of stage points in this round, which I think we will. I mean, we've already gained 3 spots before we got out of turn 2, so yeah, it's going to happen. We just got to take our time. Our car is just dastardly fast, like everywhere else. There's only a handful of tracks where they really put up a good fight. Like, one is California, another one is Phoenix, and another one's Bristol. So we only go to Auto Club once, Phoenix twice, and Bristol twice. So really only about 5 races I can recall that are really, really difficult. Maybe Kentucky, so that could be 6. But there you go. So the other 30 races are kind of easy, as we're still making our way up through the field. Newman trying to make something out of this race, but we get a draft from Kenseth, I think, and it just pulls us so much. Which is one really weird thing about this game, is the draft is so insane that, like, even if you get out the corner a little bit bad, as long as you have a draft with somebody, you will just blow right by them or just get the edge on them, even if they get a good run through the corner, which is always just weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say it's realistic, because in real life, aero is so important in the draft, and dirty air is always so ridiculous. I don't know, but it's just always interesting to note. So we're in 12th right now, kind of checked up a little bit because I don't want to go in the corner full head of steam and just run into all of them. So yeah, so we're in P11 now, trying to get to Kurt. We get inside the top 10. Newman almost, I think that was Newman, almost hit the outside wall. So for one of the few times in the mile and a half, we actually touched the brakes a bit, mainly because we're going into the corner so fast, and these AI drivers, I don't want to hit them. So yeah, there you go. That's one of the few instances where I used the brakes in a mile and a half. Through turn 3. The car's a little bit tight, but nothing too bad. We just have so much speed that, like, it just... So I was playing this on my other account, with the one that I always talk about that I played so much on. And I'm doing a career mode over there, and, like, I went to a 4-star team for the Cup Series, and, like, what I was noticing is, like, I guess the overall speed difference when you cross the line. Like if you're by yourself with no draft or no help or anything, I was hitting about, like, right around, like, 185. I was hitting the line, and I think in qualifying I was almost hitting, like, 190. So I don't know. It's just worth it noting. And yes, this is with the added what is it, the momentum thing. So that's added on with that as well. So it's on a completely even playing field as best as possible. The only main big difference is the star rating. So it's just interesting to gauge on that, because it kind of gives you an idea on how, like, much more the speed is from a 4-star to a 5-star. So, because we're not really in Harvick's draft or anything, it's hard to gauge right now, but we'll cross the line with about 190 miles an hour there. I don't know if Harvick's draft or Jimmy's draft is affecting anything, but there's definitely a speed difference. I'll definitely calculate it when we get the lead, which will be probably in a few laps, because we're definitely running down Jimmy pretty damn intensely. So we got 12 laps in the stage. We're just about 7 laps through. We're already catching up to Jimmy, right to his back bumper. I don't think we'll lead this lap, but We're definitely to his inside. Now we just all we gotta do is make the pass, clear him, and there we go. Into the lead we go. 8 laps into the race. Last stage 1. I wasn't even paying attention, but yeah. So I was just doing a couple of laps ever since I got in the lead. And yeah, it's about the same as far as like when we cross the line. We're right at 190 miles an hour, so that's about 5 mile an hour difference, give or take, between a 4-star and a 5-star rated car. So that's very interesting. So there we go, off turn 4. We'll win stage number 1 with no problem. And we didn't hit 190, it was 189, but that was because our tires were worn. I swear, I'm not making it up. I'm not crazy. So people should be pitting here logically, and they do. So what we will do is we're just going to take 2 tires. We'll put in 1.5 can. Actually, we'll put in 2 cans, 2 tires, and we'll be out in the way. And we still maintain a lead, so good. That's easier for me to edit in the editing room. Quite literally, editing room, get it? So yeah. Green flag back out. We're underway. Stage 2 is pretty much ours unless something wacky happens. So we got 10 laps in this stage and 14 in the fuel, so we don't have to worry about fuel. So it's just going to be a drive to get another stage point, or playoff point, or whatever they call it. We'll win stage 2 with no problems. I mean, it's just, God, at this point, like, I really feel like we can win the rest of the goddamn schedule. Like, not without any sarcasm. Like, we're trying to go for 10 in a row here. I mean, it's just a constant. So obviously we're going to pit. We're going to put a 1.5 can of fuel, 4 tires, not repair damage, and okay, we still maintain a lead. So stage 3 is going to be more of the same. So I got no point of showing a restart. We're just going to cut to the end of the stage because there's no point. There's just absolutely no point of showing any of this anymore. We'll win stage 3 with no problem. Nothing happened. It's just awful. This game is literally made for like people that are like 1 month old at this point. Jesus Christ. So I saw Danica in the top 10 for the stage. I don't know how the hell that happened. We're gonna pit. We're gonna take 4 tires and we're gonna put in just 1.5 can of fuel. Actually, we already have that done. So past stage me did that. So let's put those in. Okay, so we dropped down to 12. So I guess taking 4 tires was a crazy strategy, but it's not a big deal. We'll get the lead back in like 5 laps. Green flag's back out. We're underway. So I'm assuming all these guys up ahead probably just took maybe just 2 tires. So we got to a very good start. Get to the inside. Almost cracked inside of the top 10. So now we just got to kind of bide our time here a little bit. Try not to make any crazy moves. We have enough fuel to make it to the end. Yes, we do. We got like 10 laps left to go in the race, so not too bad. So we just got to keep the car on the bottom. I know our car is just amazing in the draft and overall speed. So there we go. Get to the inside of Kurt Busch as he's side by side with Brad. Brad slows up. Chase does something weird. And we get to the inside of Logano. Drift off the track, but it's okay. We maintain the bottom. And now we crack inside the top 5. I don't know why they're going down low like that, but we're just going to go high. Try to get those spots a little bit tight, but nothing too bad. We clear Truex. Now side by side with Dale Jr. Get the draft from Jimmy and Harvick, so that makes our job easier. So there we go, 9 to go. And let's just go to the outside. Get by Harvick and almost get by Jimmy, but we should get a good run off too to launch us down the backstretch, and it does. And there you go, not even 5 laps later, and we got the lead back. So that was probably the most entertaining part of this race since the first stage. So it's we have a full arc. We flex out for ourselves one more time around the racetrack. I don't even know what to say about this race. I almost feel bad for people watching this, because this is it's so just dominating these laps. David Hoots, he tried, you know, he's just, oh boy, here we go. What do I do? There's some people pitting, but as long as it's not the mass majority, I'm gonna stay out. This is just fucking stupid. How many times has this happened in the career mode where there's a caution on the white flag? I don't know. It's so just dumb. I don't know. A lot of cars out of the race. So we're gonna stay out. A lot of people are pitting when they're gonna screw themselves. So NASCAR overtime. Oh my god. It's like they actively try to kind of make it interesting. I don't know, but we'll get off to a decent start here. I'm hoping that our car kind of keeps the same level of momentum that we've been having up to this point. And we should. Jimmy and them pitted, so they probably just ruined their race for them. So we just need to get on the back stretch, just make it into turn 3, and then we'll be fine. Because they do kind of get like this magic boost in the back stretch. It always feels like they just gain on me a lot, so I've always noticed that. But nothing too bad. I was really worried if they were all going to pit. Like if they were, you know, if I pitted and I took 2 tires and no fuel, I probably would have like lost 20 spots or something stupid. But thankfully that didn't happen as we reached the white flag, obviously. So car's a little bit tight going up the track, but thankfully there's, you know, momentum up here in the high groove sort of thing. The pavement's darker, so yeah, we're still pulling away. Junior's in 2nd, Truex is in 3rd, so Patrick is 5th. What the yeah, what's been going on behind me? I like to know. Off turn 4, we'll get another win in this season. Well, David Hooch tried. It didn't work. Danica Patrick got 6th, I think. I like to know what in the hell happened in the back of the pack, because that's something wacky must have happened for her to get up there. Here's the race results. Danica Patrick did get 6th, so okay. Almirola 12th, Menard 11th. There's a couple of people in the back. Hey, I mean, Dale Jr. beat Jeffrey Earnhardt. That's interesting. So Eric Jones had issues. Larson had issues. Johnson pitted at the end of there, just screwed him over. So good job on you, Jimmy, for just ruining your race. That didn't accomplish anything by pitting. So good job. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the fucking earnings. Please make it go somewhere. Another $1 million in the bank plus 140K. And we get more wins, more stage points. I mean, it's just disgusting at this point, the level of playoff points we have. So we're not even, we're just almost halfway through the regular points paying season, and plus the extra 15 points for winning the regular season. So that's like almost 130 plus that. So we're at like almost 145 points if this continues by the time we get to the end of Richmond. Well, we get more money, more fans. Dale Jr. said something. I found out something truly amazing in the Monster Energy Garage today. There isn't a single driver who has a mean word to say about what if racing. How is that possible? Junior, weren't you like kind of salty like a few weeks ago in this series, and like now you're just, I don't know. Well, of course we're doing good in the rival section because we're so goddamn fast. Nobody can be around me. So the next race is on Sunday, and it's at Dover. That was one of the hot seat races that we did in season 2, and we ended up winning that in Trevor Bain's car. So, you know, I got good hopes for that. So check the rivals here. Yeah, a lot of people went down. So Jimmy's not so mad. Chase is now the angriest neutral, so that's interesting. And wow, okay, a lot of them went down. So now it's only just down to 4 cars or 4 drivers. So that's interesting. So yeah, that's about it. We'll see how Dover goes. I'm assuming I'm going to win there again because our restarts are just so god-awfully beast-like that like we'll gain like 8 spots before we even get into turn 1, no matter where we start. So that's it. I got nothing more to say. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you hate that I dominate so much, leave a dislike. I don't care. Whatever floats your boat. So yeah. Also, a big shout out to my Tier 3 Patreon supporters, Dan Reynolds, Braydon Hill, Scott Browning, Mark Kolar, Roland Hofer, Weather Bros, KamikazeGames, and Jeff Gordon for a donation. Again, I can't say enough how much I appreciate each and every single one of you for your donation and help. It does mean a lot to me, and you guys are seriously freaking awesome. I'll see you all at Dover. This game is, like, I like winning, but, like, I feel like I'm taking candy from a baby how easy this is. Like, they gotta step up their game for NASCAR Heat 3 to make it harder, because as much as I hated NASCAR Heat Evolution, at least the difficulty at times was kind of challenging. Just go back to their Daytona roots, have it be like that. Please, that would be nice. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all later, and as always, have a good day, everyone.